So, this is Queen of the Throne, Divine Astrology, and I wanted to come on here and do a reading at first, but then I was like, ooh, okay, so maybe I shouldn't do another celebrity reading right now. Maybe tomorrow or a different day, because I already did two. But now I want to talk to you guys about something that just literally happened. So, give me 1 second, guys. Okay. So, something that just literally happened, and I just feel the need to talk about it because I was right. I was so right. So, I uh I was recently I had a psychic I was a part of a psychic hotline, another one called California Psychics. And I was working on there. I had, for a little while, not even that long, probably like under a year, maybe. So just now, I didn't like. I just looked at the my phone and was wondering what was going on with it because the company has several issues, you guys. Like from the company has so many issues from like you can't get your chat sometimes if your phone isn't like on the actual app. Sometimes you have to go out of the app, and when you do go out of the app, you can't get back on it. It's like a bunch of issues with like just their technology and their process with the technology. Also, sometimes you can't get them on the phone when you call. You have questions and things like that. So basically, my experience with them, and it's just like my experiences with other things, is that what's going on is because there's a lot of celebrities, Hollywood, and everything that's involved in my life. Now, this is happening without my consent. And I'm just being honest. I tell people that all the time. It's not my fault that I somehow, some kind of way, was involved in these things since I was younger. These things are happening to me. These things are happening without my consent, without my awareness. So just imagine when you finally realize so many people who already know you. So many things are about you. So many things you're into without really being into it. So long story short, I had started, providing readings on California Psychics, and it was helpful. Don't get me wrong; it was very helpful for me. But I did notice early on all the manipulation. I noticed it early on. So the manipulation that I'm talking about with this company is that because people knew who I am, outside of the app, like people just, got a hold of that, and they started to send readings to me. They started to send readings to me. They started to ask questions to me. Now, these people were all affiliated with like Hollywood and things like that, but they were also people who were fans of certain celebrities. They were fans of certain people. And so they started to send manipulative questions to me. So what they would do was they would mask themselves as, like, oh, I'm Jennifer, oh, I'm Brittany, oh, I'm Sarah, and I'm calling for and I want to know about my relationship with this person, blah blah blah. But the whole time they would be trying to find out information or whatever I would pick up about myself in some other celebrity or something like that. But it was all like masked, and so they would hide it. They would pretend to be other people just to see if they can get information. But I'm already too psychic. Like, I'm too psychic and too good at what I do and too keen to be playing around with these people. They would also do things like they would send people to just like do little things like call, hang up the phone, ask bogus questions, and things like that. So it may not have all been company led. This type of thing may not have all just come from the company themselves, but it could have just been people joining together to do these things, to make the experience a bad experience, to make it, be an experience for me filled with a lot of fake questions, a lot of fake people, a lot of people just calling just because it's me, just creating issues, just wanting to know answers, but masking themselves and trying to find out more information in relation to myself and certain people. So I know when someone is doing that. I know when someone is trying to get information and pretend to be me or pretend to want to know information about them, but really they're trying to find out details about my life. And I'm also aware of California Psychics being involved with California. I mean, that's where the company pretty much originates at, and it's located in California. So it's connected to Hollywood and things like that. So the thing is, with all these things going on and how pretty much Hollywood and the music industry operates, they come toward me with a lot of evil things, and they do really vindictive, manipulative things. And then when they're exposed and then they don't like it and they get upset because their mind games aren't working on me, they start to feel some type of way about it, and they start to do things that are very negative and cunning, very deceptive. And then they don't like it, and then they want to be they want to be like, oh well, we're just gonna remove you from the app, then that kind of thing. But all of that is just coming from a bunch of negative people, coming a bunch of negative people coming in, within these industries, from Hollywood to California to the music industry. A lot of these people are coming in from these industries and they're coming to manipulate the messages, wanting to manipulate the energy. And it's just so crazy because I'm sitting here like, I already know what's going on, but I'm just still going to get my money. Like, I already know it's a manipulation. I already know it's a game. I already know what's going on, but I'm still going to be committed to doing what I need to do. And I'm still going to try to do my best at helping people all together, I'm going to still do that. I'm still going to help people. I'm still going to be honest. I'm still going to stand up and do the right thing. I'm still going to use my gifts the right way because genuinely I do want to help people. But if you notice that they decided to do this today after I had just recorded a video about what happens when people in these areas go against you for no reason and want to come and manipulate things and hurt you. I just spoke about this today. And now it's like, okay, well, they don't have anything and then also I just discontinued the love readings on this channel and everything like that. So now they don't have really anything to play around with anymore. They don't have a way to manipulate as much as they were before. They don't really know what's going on. There's no connections anymore for them to play on. Like, there's nothing really for them to do. And so just wanted to say that when people feel defeated, when people feel like they can't manipulate you, when people are done trying to make you seem like you're unaware, or you try to make you feel, like you just don't know that what they're doing, when people feel like you've already caught on to what they're doing, about the mind game, about the manipulation, when they feel figured out, they want to remove you from things. They want to act an a-hole basically because you are too pure. You can see straight through it. You understand what's going on. You understand what's happening. You understand why it's happening. And when you call it out, right, when you call it out. So it's just like, it's just really it's interesting. But I just wanted to share that, like, honestly, if you're someone that's really gifted, you're really chosen, you really do have a purpose, when you speak the truth about things that that is affecting you, when you speak the truth about things, about people coming in to manipulate, coming in with the strategy, trying to create a bad energy, when people come towards you like that, you're gonna know it. You're going to know what they're doing. And as soon as you expose what they're doing, as soon as you expose their hand, then they have no choice but to tap out, but to discontinue, but to disconnect. And I have experienced this in many different ways, both in real life and also like that. It happens. And it's crazy because these people may not know you personally, but because of their involvements with other people, they start to feel some type of way. But it may not be a personal message for you, it may not be a personal thing going on. It's just that these people came with the game and they put you in the spotlight in some kind of way in order to represent their company, or in order to affiliate themselves with you, just to try to make a mockery of you. But then when they finally realize that you're real and you're not, sometimes I wouldn't even answer the person's question like for that person. I would answer it and give them a response according to what I know behind the scenes that's going on. I would still be truthful, I would still be honest, but I would also know when someone is trying to manipulate me. And so when you have to be careful of that, when you're someone who is chosen, when you really are a good person, when you really are for God, you have to be very, very careful of those types of people, those types of situations, because it can happen to any of you. It can happen to anybody. It can happen to you if you're chosen. It can happen to you if you're just a good person. It can happen to you. So just be mindful of things like that. Always be 10 steps ahead. Always be, prepared for people always wanting to see you fail at something, always wanting to take something away from you, especially when they can see that you're ignoring the manipulation, when you're fighting through the demonic activity that's taking place, when you are on a trajectory in your life where you want good for your life, you want to be a better person, you want better things in your life. As soon as people see you wanting more and doing well for yourself, they come in to bring some type of curveball into your life to hurt you. Like really, that's exactly what happens. But the people that do that to you are people who are who already had an idea they had a strategy to mock you or to manipulate you, control you. They already had a strategy in the beginning. So really and truly, the outcome of a situation like that, when people are highly manipulative and they have a strategy already, the outcome is always going to be them getting upset and feeling defeated after you have proved to them and all these people that you know what they're doing. As soon as you point out that you know what they're doing, they're going to do something to try to hurt you. And it's sad because it's like, just take your L on that situation. Just take your L on the fact that you had a strategy. You tried to manipulate a person. All these people came through with all these mind games, and the company is very aware of these things. And so at the end of the day, it's already hard enough to be on your platform and knowing all of these things are happening, but still having the time, the patience, and the ability to speak with these people and still want to help them out of the kindness in your heart. You just still, because that's who you are. You're a healer. So to me, it's just insane. To me, it's just insane. I mean, it happens often, but I still can't wrap my mind around how people can come up with this whole plan, misrepresent you, play mind games with you, send you a bunch of psychic names that you're supposed to choose from, but all the names they send you, or at least 98% of the names they send you, are all Hispanic names. You let me know right off the bat that you're playing a mind game and that you're trying to manipulate it. I knew that in the beginning. And then I knew what would come after that is a bunch of manipulative people with fake questions. Some of them had real questions, some of them had fake questions. All of this stuff is still driven by the same people. Hollywood, fame, celebrities, all these people who want to manipulate and control things. This is all still an operation that is moving from these people, is moving in tandem with these people. So I played my role. I did what I could do the best way that I could. But it just, it's just sad to know that people are only doing the things they do because they feel exposed. They feel exposed. They're very, very exposed. They're very, like, they're out there. Like, their information, their business, all that stuff is just out there. They just feel so exposed, and they know that you know. And as soon as they feel defeated, they want to do something to make you feel like they have some type of upper hand. But no, you don't. You really don't at the end of the day, because you came with the game. I was already aware of it. And so I already knew that it wouldn't last long, because I knew that my truth would embarrass you just like it did. And from there, you're going to get upset and you're going to want to do something. So I already knew. So the preparation was already there. All it took was for you guys to be ready to say you're done when you want to stop playing this game. Because I'm not going to play this game with you that you're trying to play with me, because I already know. So if you're chosen, or you're someone who's gifted, or you're someone who experiences like people trying to manipulate you just because you're gifted, just because you are blessed, just because you want good things in your life, the enemy is always going to work through people to attack you. The enemy is always going to try to find people to come against you, to hurt you, when really and truly so many people can be invested in your life just because of your gifts. You may not be doing anything wrong. You may not be doing anything to hurt anybody. You actually could be helping people, but the enemy will find a way to do that. And that's just a move the enemy decided to go with at this time. But is it surprising? Not at all. Are we worried about it? Not at all. Because we already knew that it was just going to take the right day for the enemy to show out. And that happened. So really and truly, you guys just stay prayed up. Stay prayed up. Just focus on yourself. Don't let anything stop you. Continue to move forward. Don't feel like, don't worry when things like that happen. You really don't have anything to worry about, because when people do things like that, you're just getting confirmation. You're just getting confirmation about it. It's confirmed to you how these people are doing this. It's a confirmation to let you know that this is really right, that this is really true. You're really accurate about it. This is your confirmation to let you know that you were right from the get-go. Sometimes people will know. Sometimes people right now, these people are like trying to go against the grain so much that they'll put themselves in a situation where they try to make it seem like they want to work with you, collaborate with you in an honest way, but really they're only wanting that attachment to you, or that dealing or involvement with you, because they have another agenda going on. So you just have to be careful of people's other agendas that they may have, or their other reasons for connecting with you. It could be out of envy of you. It could be because it's all a part of some type of humiliation rituals. It's the same thing, but in different places, different faces. It's nothing new. It's just a whole bunch of people, again, working together in order to try to make you feel some type of way, because you don't side with the wrong side, basically. All right. And that's all I have, you guys. I hope that helps someone out there. And just know that when you are for God, you're going to stand against things like that. You're not going to move like that. That's something you're not going to do. But hey, it is what it is. They just all be getting upset because their little mind games just really fail to work. Okay. And I wish you guys the best. You guys have an amazing rest of your day. Have a great week, and God bless.